Capricorn. October is not arriving softly, it's arriving like a storm. The first few days of this month are not just ordinary dates on a calendar, they are cosmic checkpoints. And October 5th stands out like a flashing light, signaling that this is the moment where you must pause and release what no longer serves you. If you've been carrying old burdens, toxic habits, or patterns that weigh on your shoulders like heavy stones, the universe is saying, enough is enough. You've carried them far enough. This is the time to lay them down. And let me ask you something. If you knew that letting go of just one thing could completely change the direction of your life, wouldn't you at least want to try? Stay with me because this message was meant for you. And if it stirs something inside you, leave a comment below. Because when you speak your truth, you activate its power. Before we dive deep, if you find this video informative, make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the like button so you never miss more astrology content that helps you decode the secrets of the stars. Let's start with the first thing you must let go of, the illusion of control. Capricorns thrive on discipline, order, and strategy. You love having a plan, knowing what's next, and keeping everything within your reach. But October brings a lesson. Not everything is yours to control. By October 5th, you'll likely notice cracks in the systems you've built. Maybe a career path that suddenly shifts. Maybe a relationship that no longer feels secure. It may feel like the ground beneath your feet is trembling. And yet, this isn't punishment. It's awakening. The universe is teaching you that control is not freedom. It's a cage. Real freedom comes when you learn to adapt, to trust, to let life surprise you. Picture the mountain goat climbing a rocky slope, only to find the stones crumbling beneath its hooves. Does it freeze in fear? No. It leaps, finds a new foothold, and keeps climbing. That is the Capricorn spirit, and that's what October is awakening in you. The second truth is tied to your endless pursuit of success. Capricorn, ambition flows in your veins. It's your fuel, your compass, your very heartbeat. Out of all the zodiac signs, you are the climber, the builder, the one who is never content staying at the bottom of the mountain. You push higher, harder, and further, often without pausing to catch your breath. And yes, your achievements are proof of your unmatched resilience. People admire you for your drive, your discipline, your ability to keep moving when others would have long stopped. But October is holding up a mirror and asking a difficult question. At what cost? This month, the stars illuminate the weight you've been carrying. Burnout, exhaustion, sleepless nights, and that quiet loss of joy in things that once made you smile. These are signs that you've been climbing a mountain that might not even be yours. Maybe it's the expectations of family, society, or even your own younger self that set this goal in front of you. Maybe you've been chasing money because it feels safe, or titles because they give you recognition, or achievements because they keep you from feeling not enough. But in the quiet of the night, when the applause fades and the to-do lists are done, do you feel fulfilled? Or do you feel empty, like something vital is missing? October asks you to face this uncomfortable truth with courage. Imagine this. You've been climbing for years, gripping onto every rock, pushing yourself through storms and hunger and fatigue, only to finally reach the top, only to realize the view doesn't move you. The mountain you scaled was never yours. It belonged to someone else's dream, someone else's vision of what life should look like. That realization can feel crushing. But here's the gift. October gives you a chance to step back and choose differently. You're not too late. You're not stuck. You're simply being redirected. Think of the image of holding gold in your hand, watching it glisten, feeling the weight of it anchor you in the present. It feels solid, valuable, untouchable. But suddenly, the gold dissolves into sand, slipping grain by grain through your fingers, no matter how tightly you try to grip it. That's the essence of chasing success without soul. On the surface, it looks glittering, but at its core, it is fleeting, impossible to hold on to. October 5th is the date the universe highlights in red ink, urging you to recognize this illusion and let it go. Because clinging harder won't save you. It will only exhaust you further. Capricorn, this isn't about abandoning ambition. It's about redefining it. Real success is not about proving your worth to the world. It's about living a life that makes your soul feel alive. Success is waking up in the morning with excitement in your chest, not dread in your stomach. It's working towards something that fuels you, not something that drains you. It's creating achievements that are not just impressive to others, but deeply meaningful to you. And the truth is, letting go of outdated definitions of success doesn't mean you lose your power. It means you reclaim it. You stop being driven by fear of failure or the pressure to impress, and instead you start being guided by purpose, joy, and authenticity. This October, the stars are not taking your mountain away. They are simply shifting your path toward the mountain that was always meant for you. One that doesn't just give you titles, recognition, or wealth, but gives you peace, fulfillment, and pride that lasts. Next, Capricorn, we step into one of the most delicate yet powerful areas of your life: relationships. This month, the universe is holding up a magnifying glass, urging you to look deeply at the connections that surround you. These aren't just casual bonds or surface-level interactions. These are the ties that shape your emotional well-being, your energy levels, and even your future direction. The cosmos is asking you to step into a place of honesty with yourself. Are your relationships truly rooted in love, trust, and mutual growth? Or are they built on fear, obligation, and convenience? Take a moment and really sit with this. Ask yourself, am I holding on to this person because they inspire me to rise higher, or because I am afraid of what my life might look like without them? Sometimes we confuse comfort with love, or familiarity with support. But October 5th brings a cosmic checkpoint. It acts almost like a spiritual mirror, reflecting back to you the truth of who is genuinely walking beside you, cheering for your growth, and who is quietly holding you back, whether intentionally or not. This energy is powerful because it won't let you hide behind excuses anymore. It demands clarity. Now, I won't sugarcoat it, Capricorn. Letting go of relationships that once felt like home can be painful. It can feel like ripping out a piece of your heart. The memories, the routines, and even the what-ifs will try to convince you to stay where you are. But here's the truth. Holding on to someone who drains your spirit hurts far more in the long run. The longer you hold on, the heavier it becomes, and the more it slows you down on your journey. The universe is reminding you that it's better to face temporary discomfort than to spend years chained to relationships that rob you of your light. Think of it like pruning a tree. At first, cutting off branches feels harsh. You wonder if you're harming the tree, if it will ever look whole again. But with time, you see the miracle. The branches you cut away allow the tree to grow stronger, fuller, and healthier than before. That is exactly what this cosmic shift is offering you. By releasing relationships that no longer serve you, you are creating sacred space for connections that will truly nourish your soul. And here's the beautiful part. Once you let go, you'll notice the universe rushing to fill that empty space with new energy. Friendships that feel supportive, romantic bonds that are deeply authentic, and soul connections that align with who you are becoming will naturally start to appear. You won't have to chase them. They'll flow into your life like a blessing. This is the universe's way of rewarding your courage. Remember, Capricorn, you deserve relationships that don't just take up space in your life, but add meaning, strength, and joy. So, as you step into this cosmic cycle, ask yourself one final question. Am I choosing love, or am I choosing fear? Your answer will shape the kind of connections you carry with you into the next chapter of your life. And then, Capricorn, we arrive at perhaps the hardest and most transformative part of your journey, letting go of the mask. For so long, you've carried yourself with a kind of armor, building a reputation for strength, reliability, and sheer determination. People see you as the rock, the steady climber who never falters, the one who always has it together. You've become the person others lean on when things fall apart, the one who solves problems, holds the family, the team, or even the relationship together. And while that image is admirable deep down, you know it comes at a cost. Because behind that carefully polished exterior, there are fears you rarely allow anyone to see. The fear of failure that whispers to you late at night. The fear of rejection that keeps you guarded, even in moments when you want to open your heart. And perhaps the greatest of them all, the fear of vulnerability, of showing the world that you don't have everything under control. For a Capricorn, admitting this feels terrifying, almost like losing your identity. But October 5th is shining a cosmic spotlight on this very truth. It is no longer about pretending, no longer about keeping up appearances. It is about honesty with yourself and with others. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, Capricorn, but instead of adjusting your mask, you let it slip away. You don't just see the strong, disciplined climber who keeps moving forward. You also see the cracks beneath the surface. And here's the secret. The cracks are not signs of weakness. They are proof of your humanity. They are the sacred spaces where the light enters, where growth and healing begin. Without them, you would be a flawless statue, admired but untouchable. With them, you are real, relatable, and beautifully imperfect. This is the universe's message. Your vulnerability is not a burden, it is your power. For years, you've believed that showing strength means hiding your struggles, but the opposite is true. The courage to reveal your authentic self, to admit, "I'm scared" or "I need help," is what creates true connection. It invites love, trust, and compassion into your life in ways you've never experienced. Think about it. When you open up, others see themselves in you. They don't just admire you, they feel understood by you. That is how bonds deepen, how relationships evolve, and how healing begins. And yes, Capricorn, it will be uncomfortable at first. Taking off the mask means risking judgment. It means allowing people to see the side of you that isn't perfect, polished, or always in control. But here's the truth, the right people will never walk away from your vulnerability. They'll be drawn closer to it. They'll see your honesty as a rare kind of bravery, because in a world obsessed with perfection, being real is revolutionary. So this October, don't be afraid to soften. Don't be afraid to say, "I don't have all the answers," or "I'm struggling too." Doing so won't make you weaker. It will make you stronger than ever. Because strength isn't about never falling. It's about standing tall again and again, with the courage to admit when you've been knocked down. And this season, Capricorn, the universe is teaching you the most powerful lesson of all. The mask you've worn for so long isn't your protection. It's your cage. Removing it is what will set you free. Now, Capricorn, before all of this begins to feel too heavy, let's take a breath and shift our focus to the hidden gift within these lessons. Because the universe never asks you to release without giving you something greater in return. The beauty of letting go is not in the loss. It's in the space that loss creates. Imagine standing in a cluttered room filled with things you've outgrown, things you no longer use, things that only take up space. It feels suffocating, doesn't it? But the moment you clear that space, suddenly there's room for fresh air, for new colors, for something beautiful to enter. That's exactly what October is doing for you. It's decluttering your soul, making space for transformation to step in. When you release control, something magical happens. You begin to trust the flow of life. For someone like you, Capricorn, who has spent years relying on discipline and planning, this may feel foreign, even risky. But what if I told you that the universe has been waiting for you to loosen your grip? Because the moment you stop micromanaging every detail, you create room for synchronicity, for divine timing, for blessings you could never have predicted. Letting go of control isn't about surrendering your power. It's about partnering with the universe, allowing it to work with you instead of against you. And when you redefine success, you unlock a kind of freedom that is priceless. Success for so long may have been measured by titles, by money, by how others perceive you. But deep down, your soul craves something far richer: joy, peace, love, purpose. When you let go of society's definition of achievement, you get to rewrite your own. Maybe for you, real success is waking up without anxiety. Maybe it's building a life where your work feels meaningful, where your relationships nourish your heart, where your daily existence brings you genuine contentment. October is giving you permission to choose what your version of success looks like and to chase that with confidence. Then comes the matter of relationships. Saying goodbye to those rooted in fear or dependency is never easy. But here's the truth. The relationships that drain you are like weeds in a garden. They take up the soil, the nutrients, the energy that could be feeding flowers. And when you let them go, yes, it hurts. Yes, it feels like pruning. But the growth that follows is unstoppable. By releasing those bonds, you open yourself to people who truly see you, who support you, who celebrate you, not for what you achieve, but for who you are. You create space for connections that are soul deep, not surface level. And that, Capricorn, is the kind of love and friendship that changes lives. And finally, dropping the mask. This is perhaps the greatest gift of all. Because when you stop pretending to be invincible, you find a strength you didn't even know was inside you. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the bridge that connects you to others and to yourself. Imagine living a life where you no longer have to hide, where you can show up as your whole self, flaws, fears, and all, and still be loved. That kind of freedom is worth every tear, every challenge, every lesson. October is reminding you that your authentic self is more than enough. Every dark truth you've faced this month carries within it a seed of light. Fear transforms into courage, pain turns into wisdom, endings blossom into beginnings. And October is planting all of these seeds deep within you. Over time, they will grow into something extraordinary, into a version of you that is freer, lighter, and more aligned with your soul than ever before. Think of the mountain goat once again, Capricorn. Every stumble, every fall, every cracked stone beneath its feet, it's all part of the climb. The goat doesn't curse the mountain. It doesn't give up when the path crumbles or when the wind howls against its body. Instead, it steadies itself, finds a new foothold, and continues onward. That persistence is in your blood. It's who you are. But here's where the deeper truth comes in. Capricorn is not only the goat struggling upward. Capricorn is also the constellation glowing high in the night sky. You are not just climbing. You are transforming into something greater, something eternal, something that carries light even in the darkest skies. October is handing you the chance to finally understand this. You are not here just to achieve and grind. You are here to become. The struggles you faced, the failures, the disappointments, the heavy weight you've carried on your shoulders, they were never meant to break you. They were chiseling away at the parts of you that no longer belong, shaping you into someone freer, wiser, and more radiant. Think about it. Even the mountain itself was once raw rock and fire, transformed over time into something majestic. You are undergoing that same process, and October 5th is a marker in your journey, a day the universe highlights for you to release what no longer serves. The goat within you is determined, yes, but the phoenix energy rising this month is unstoppable. October is asking you to shed your chains, to burn away the masks, the fears, the old stories that whisper, "You're only worthy if you achieve, if you please, if you endure." When you let those go, you don't fall. You rise. You rise like a phoenix, carrying wisdom in your flames and courage in your wings. And here's the beauty. Every shadow you've walked through, every secret fear you've faced, every dark truth you've confronted is not wasted. Those shadows become your power. They become the fuel that propels your transformation. And so, Capricorn, remember this truth. The things you release by October 5th are not losses. They are liberation. That relationship you let go of, it clears space for a love that actually honors you. That outdated definition of success, it makes room for joy, freedom, and purpose. That mask you finally drop, it reveals a version of you that is raw, real, and magnetic. Nothing you lose is gone forever. It is simply being reshaped, returned to you in a form that aligns with your highest self. So when you stumble, when you feel the cracks beneath your feet this month, don't despair. See them for what they are, signs that the old foundation is breaking, making way for something stronger to rise in its place. This is not the end of your climb, it's the beginning of your transformation. And as you ascend step by step, remember this. You are not just the mountain goat clinging to survival. You are the constellation, eternal and luminous, proof that even the hardest climbs lead to brilliance. So ask yourself, Capricorn, what are you truly ready to release? Take a deep breath with me right now. Close your eyes and let your mind settle. Feel the weight you've been carrying on your shoulders, the fear that whispers you're not enough, the toxic habit that steals your energy, the draining relationship that feels more like a chain than a bond, or the endless pressure to prove yourself to everyone around you. Whatever it is, name it. Say it silently or even out loud. And as you breathe out, imagine it leaving your body, falling away like dust in the wind. This isn't just a symbolic act, it's an energetic shift. The moment you name what no longer belongs to you, you weaken its grip on your life. You stop giving it silent power. And here's the beauty. The universe doesn't leave empty spaces. Once you let go, that space is filled with something better. Clarity, freedom, peace, and opportunities that actually align with your soul. So release, Capricorn. Release with trust, with faith, with courage. Because the very moment you do, the universe will step in to meet you halfway, guiding you into a future that feels lighter, freer, and more authentic than anything you've known before. And if this message resonates with you, Capricorn, don't just hold it in quietly. Take a moment to leave a comment below and share what you're ready to release. Your words have power. They might be the spark that helps another Capricorn on the same journey recognize what they need to let go of. Engage, connect, and allow this community of kindred spirits to lift each other up. And if you want to continue walking this path of self-discovery and cosmic insight with me, hit that subscribe button, because October is only the beginning. The stars are aligning, guiding you step by step. whispering their cosmic wisdom. Release what no longer serves you so you can finally rise, shine, and step fully into the life you were always meant to lead.